this thing on? Or that we're live. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world. We are live and on time tonight. I remembered to hit all the buttons. And here we are, halfway through qualifying here. Well, looks like 13 cars made the call. Let's throw up the tower there, let you get a good look at the current qualifying situation. So look, Andy Kurtz coming to complete his final lap. Good enough for second place. But we're here tonight for the Bubba's Used Tire Arca series here on with the original Rebels Racing League here on V-Speed Racing Network. I am your host with not necessarily the most, Alex. I'll be on the call here for a couple more weeks while we wait for Eddie to finish up his prior obligations. He's gonna miss the first couple weeks, so you're stuck with me. Got Michael Nash out here getting ready to cross start finish line and complete his first lap. Sitting fifth at the moment. We got Mickey Isaac out on track rolling. Jeremiah Holt on track as well. But yeah, we got just under a minute left of qualifying. Oh, we picked up another one. We have none other than Garrett Kinder in that familiar black and pink machine racing on Tulsa time. Got 4 people concurrently watching. I want to give a big shout out to you guys for tuning in to tonight's race. Share it with your friends, all that jazz. We'll go radio silent, let you guys enjoy the sights and sounds of the last little bit of qualifying. Just kidding, that is the end of qualifying. But here we go. Let's go ahead and pull up your starting grid. Lucas Lyons in that 25 machine. Gonna roll off pole with a 48.421. Brandon Wallace outside of him with about two and a half hundredths off. Michael Nash gonna roll off third. Matt Knighties gonna roll off in that fourth position. Andy Kurtz gonna round out your top 5. Outside of him is the 01 machine of Mickey Isaac, Warhammer 3-3. Jeremiah Holt in that 32 machine gonna roll off 7th. Jonathan Cofield gonna roll off 8th. Steve McDonald 9th. Rounding out your top 10 is Garrett Kinder, Chris Reese, Daniel Cunningham behind them. And rounding out your 13 car field is Todd Buckshot. We'll get the ticker pulled up and hope for a stable internet connection. I was hoping we weren't going to do this tonight, but here we are. Looks like it has settled down. Not sure what that spike was all about, but hopefully that is the last one of the night. Go ahead and get the cameras aimed at the front row. Lucas Lyons, 25 on the score tower and 52 on the car. Not sure what that's all about, but that's a thing. Lights are off on the pace car. 50 laps the distance. Should be at least a 2-stop race. Or a 1-stop race. Oh my God. And we're green flag as my internet leaves the chat. Alrighty, well, hopefully, yeah, there's Andy Kurt's car fixed. As we have Garrett Kinder tagging the wall there a little bit. 3 wide for the lead here early. Lap 2 complete. Garrett Kinder gone from 10th up to 4th scored. 3 wide there for the second row. Andy Kurt's sole possession of the lead goes up to the top side to block that run from Garrett Kinder. These cars do not push. These bumpers do not line up. You try to push hard, you will pick up the back bumper of the car in front and send them turning. Still 3 wide. Lucas Lyons in the middle. Garrett Kinder, the 2 wide now. Gonna block the run from Garrett Kinder there. Kinder looking, trying to head fake him here. Lap 3 complete. Trying to make moves early. Get up front, get in that clean air, lead a line. 2 by 2 throughout the field. Kinder getting another run, looking to make a pass. Going to take a lot of momentum. These are the Gen 4 cars, so they are not these. It's the 450 horsepower package for the plate race compared to the 650 horse package that Arca runs everywhere. So these cars do have less power than the current Arca cars. Looks like everything has stabled out. I'm not sure what the problem was, but it's repaired now. Garrett Kinder, your leader. Daniel Cunningham close in tow. Chris Reese and Todd Schott making up that high line. On the bottom, we have Lyons, Kurtz, and Holtz. McDonald, Todd Schott all alone up the middle. Bubba Wallace thinking about joining Mr. Schott as Todd Schott claws his way to the top 3. Going to take the lead of that second line. No, he is not done. He's looking to make some more hay. They're in the middle. For 13 cars, this is quite the show for a plate race. Looking for some energy build-up somewhere. Todd Schott trying to find a home as he is all by his lonesome out there in the middle. As looks like he picks up a friend. There's Lucas Lyons. Nope. Garrett Kinder picks him up on the outside. These guys, ooh, big wiggle out of, I believe that was Steve McDonald. Big wiggle out of him there. 6 laps complete. These guys do have 2 fast repairs, so 2 chances to absolutely destroy this car for nothing. As we have 6 complete. A little bit of racing there. 3 wide again. Little tap from Todd Schott to Lucas Lyons. Todd Schott still committed to that inside line. Had a chance to dip down behind Andy Kurtz. Did not take it. He is committed to that middle line. Oh, he gets squeezed there by Jeremiah Holt. They touch there around through the grass. Todd Schott backs it into the inside wall. Jeremiah Holt stays rolling. No caution flag yet. Todd Schott hanging out looking for one, but you got to pull up on the racing surface if you want that, Todd. And there's the yellow flag. Let's take a nice look back at that, see what happened. Pushed him down below the yellow line. Not necessarily intentional contact, but the product of close quarters combat here on plate racing. So there's our first yellow flag of the evening. As we look for folks to get racked back up. Just 8 laps complete. It felt like we had already called 80. For the small field size, there is a lot of action to be had everywhere. Let's see if any fuel strategy comes into hand here in the early stages. I don't think so. I think everyone's pretty content with running a full tank out and pitting under green. And that answers my question. The entire field is going to come down and take fuel. Oh, there is some tire changing happening there on the Lions machine. Fuel elsewhere. A lot of guys taking at least 2 tires, or a couple guys taking 4. This will definitely shuffle up the field. As we got somebody looking to take maybe a faster pair. Back and forth on pit road, trying to trigger something. That looks like Matt Knighty's trying to make it do something. Not sure what it was trying to do, but I'm also not sure if he got it done. But that definitely shuffled up the field. That took Lucas Lyons all the way back to 12th with that 4-tire stop. Danny Cunningham dropped all the way back to 11th. Not sure what happened to him as he was up there quite a bit. Garrett Kinder. Those could have been speeding penalties. Looks like Garrett Kinder definitely could have got caught speeding there. As those two were pretty close to the first ones off pit road. And they're back here in 10th and 11th, respectively. Andy Kurtz, Michael Nash, Jonathan Cofield, Brandon Wallace, Chris Reese going to make up your top 5. Here as we get set to go back green. Lights are off on the pace car. And my mic's been muted for God knows how long. I found a new way to screw this broadcast up every time. Let's do some SRS action. Let's grab let's grab Brandon Wallace back here. Hey Brandon, this is Alex up here in the VSRN booth. You got a copy?
Info, I got you, Alex.
So you started up front and have kind of shuffled to the back. Are you trying to stay out of the trouble? Are you saving, or you getting soft on us in your old age?
Well, I'm getting soft with these guys. We're trying to figure out how to go 4 wide here.
There's room for it. I've seen it somewhere. Oh, it's getting a little.
Oh! My dad.
And
yeah, no.
A little bit of broadcasting curse there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Alrighty, I'll let you go back up there and chat with the rest of them.
All right, thank you, brother.
Well, there we go. We pull an SRX and pull somebody in mid-broadcast and get some carnage. 8 laps after the last one. But I apologize. I've found a new way to screw up the broadcast every single time so far. But yeah, I'm rusty. But we saw some in-car action there from Todd Schott before he tagged the wall. That was a caution he was looking to see as he has dropped quite a ways back. Let's see if we can't find that. A little store-to-door contact. Just barely touches quarter panel. He almost saves it. Does not save it. Kills Jeremiah Hull. Collects Matt 90's in it. Collects Lucas Lyons in it again. And, yeah, we saw all that from the Bubba Wallace cam. Looks like everybody back down pit road again. Oh, no. Daniel Cunningham has stayed out. He is the only one to stay out. Everyone else going down, taking fuel. That could be detrimental to Mr. Cunningham if this stays at green flag. All right, it looks like we're going lights off on the pace car here in just a moment. And Danny Cunningham thought otherwise of being the only one who does not pit, and brings that 08 machine into pit wall. Mr. Cunningham.
Yes, I got you.
Was that your first time pitting in your career?
No, for whatever reason, my spotter's not counting me down to my pit stall, so, and my pit sign's not moving, so fortunately, I didn't see where my pit box was until I was past it, so gotta love iRacing glitches.
Yeah, that was ugly, my friend, and we watched it all.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Did you think otherwise of being the only one who stayed out on that caution? Is that your reason for coming down, just to follow the crowd, or wanted to get shuffled to the back?
No, it's gonna be close on fuel, so I wanted to pit with one to go anyway. So I just decided to come down the second time instead of when the leaders came down.
Alrighty, best of luck to you. Maybe that strategy will play out. Get a chance to talk to you later.
Thank you, sir.
We're dragging all kind of people in here. Ain't nobody safe. Kurtz and Cofield still leading the show. The lights are off on the pace car. And as a wise man once said, green flag, green flag, green flag! A little bit of moon car action for you there. Andy Kurtz Cofield teammates counting down that restart. They're going to get those Cofield refinishing machines lined up. I guess Andy Kurtz is running his Budweiser 01 or 2001 All-Star Race paint scheme. Mickey Isaac there close in tow. Steve McDonald, Garrett Kinder, your top five. Kind of nose the tail. Steve McDonald looking to make the run. Garrett Kinder gonna tuck in with him. Forming a little bit of energy there on the high side. They decide they don't have enough bodies. They're going to dip back down as we are almost single file all the way to the field. The only side-by-side racing we got back here is Lyons and Nash making a push towards the front. They are making hay here. Matt Knighty sees the momentum. Jeremiah Holt saw the momentum. Tried to jump up, decided last second not to. Kinder Knighty's trying to form up that high line. We got four cars forming on the high side, building a little bit of momentum there. Trying to make a charge for the front. Oh, contact with Steve McDonald. Sends Garrett Kinder up the track. That could have been chaos. Lucas Lyons sending it underneath Knighty's. Lyons going to dip down to the bottom. He is chasing the Mo. The Mo is not up top right now. He is making the aggressive moves to get to the front. As we see everybody lined up. I can't tell. Are these the cars with the 2x4 on the roof? Yes, these are the cars with the 2x4 across the roof. I couldn't remember what package those appeared on, or if it's on every car. I don't know. I don't race the Arca car a whole lot. That's a pretty good camera angle. Get a good view of the field. World's fastest drone pilot. We are traveling in reverse at roughly almost 200 mile an hour top shot, touching 200, 201 into the tri-oval, or into turn 3. These boys got these 450 horsepower bullet wedges wound up. Coming up on the halfway point of the race. Matt Knighty's taking it down pit road. Does not get it wound up. Knocks the wall down. That is not ideal. Not sure what he was coming down for, but detrimental to his chances at this race. Still pretty well single filed out. Garrett Kinder still leading the charge there on the high side with Lyons and Reese in tow. Let's check this camera out and go through a field rundown at the halfway point. We got Andy Kurtz in first. Jonathan Cofield close in second. Not able to get a good shot. Get out of the way, Andy. Mickey Isaac running that third position. Steve McDonald. Garrett Kinder rounding at your top 5. Jeremiah Holt. And Holmes Excavation Machine. Chris Reese. Birds Aren't Real. Michael Nash in 6th. Jeremiah Holt 7th. Chris Reese. Lucas Lyon shuffled all the way back here to the 9th spot. Todd Schock hanging out in the 11th spot. Brandon Wallace hanging out, biding his time here in 11th. Danny Cunningham rounding out your 12 cars on the lead lap. And Matt Knighty's on the apron as the field goes by. And while that all happened, Garrett Kinder has shuffled himself to the lead. Lucas Lyon's going to send it 3 wide for the lead. No help. That's not ideal. Garrett Kinder's going to come down and pick up the 52-25 machine. He's going to come down to the bottom. Andy Kurtz relinquishes the lead. That lap belongs to the number 25 machine of Lucas Lyons. However, Garrett Kinder, Michael Nash, Chris Reese gonna row the mow and take over the top 3 positions. Nash and Kinder could easily peel down. Ooh, contact with the wall for Cofield. Cofield or Lyons unsure, as they're pretty much the identical car. That was Jonathan Cofield making contact with the wall. Bottom line starting to make hay and pull back even with the outside line. At the line, this lap belongs to Garrett Kinder. That is new leader and bonus points. Halfway done with this one. Cross flags in the air from Barney. Great race and action so far, 24 to go. Lyons and Kurtz looking to make a run back towards the front. Lyons has half a car on the 13. The 13 knocks the wall down, into the wall hard. That is not ideal. That is going to tear up the right front of that machine and not going to be as effective. Yeah, he is about 5 miles an hour off the pace. He is dropping fast. He needs to find a hole and make it home. As he is, yeah, Garrett is off the pace quite a bit. Looks like he still got some pole there in the air of Nash. Kind of the calm before the storm here, 22 to go here in about 18 laps, it should start getting a little spicy. Side by side, Kurtz, Isaac for the lead. Mickey getting a nice push there from the 62 machine. Not a physical push, but an air bubble push. Out of 3 and 4. Into the tribal they go. At the line, that lap is Andy Kurtz's. Lucas Lyons glued to the back bumper of that 5 machine. Chris Reese is there on the back of Mickey, but not quite as glued. The 25 is almost physically pushing the 5 down the backstretch. That is trust in a teammate right there, folks. Isaac in that Mission 22 camouflage machine. I believe a former Army engineer. If not, he is in the Guard. Yeah, he is in the Guard. That is correct. Army engineer Mickey Isaac out of Eastern Kentucky. Pull up that little SDK info box. Andy Kurtz up front. Let's see how many of these people actually got this filled out. Here comes Mickey Isaac. He is going to lead that lap. Chris Reese. What is that face? God dang it. Andy Kurtz, Steve McDonald, Michael Nash, Lucas Lyons. It's a dog. He got that dog, and Jeremiah Holt does not have it filled out. Garrett Kinder, I know, does. Look at that beautiful face. Jonathan Cofield, Brandon Wallace, Todd Schott. Got it filled out. Look at them go. Daniel Cunningham, does he have it? Almost. No picture. We'll go back up front now that we're done with my little ADHD rant. Mickey Isaac, Chris Reese duking it out for the lead. Steve McDonald pushing Mickey Isaac. 18 to go. Oh, we're wrecking. We got dead bodies everywhere. Let's take a look back at that. There it is. Steve McDonald. I don't know why it went to Mickey. Let's see what happened here from the 68 machine. Oh, looks like he came up as Alan Nash was coming down. Gets hooked in the right rear, brings Kurtz with him. Garrett Kinder, nowhere to go. I believe he just stays a touch out of it. Lucas Lyons comes down into Cofield. Brandon Wallace, nowhere to go. Tags the back of Cofield. Sends the Lyons the rest of the way around. Into Lyons he goes. Yeah, that was just, let's run it back. Let's take a look at it from Brandon Wallace' view. Let's go cockpit. Not much you can do without completely locking up the brakes. A little bit of front end damage. And we're going to see everybody come down. This should be the money stop. 17 to go. I believe everybody should make it on fuel. But this is just kind of that little insurance padding if it was close. That 90 should benefit and get the lucky dog. Andy Kurt's still on pit road. Did he maybe forget to check a fast repair? Nope, he is rolling. Maybe taking optionals and saving a fast repair for a little bit later. That's going to shuffle Jeremiah Holt to the lead. That's another new leader and another new face here to Original Rebels Racing League. Looks like lights are off on the pace car. We're going to rack them and stack them at least one more time. $15 to go. We still got a fair amount of patience to be had before it's time to throw patience out the window and gun for a win. Got Holt, Isaac, Nash, Kinder, McDonald, your top five. Brandon Wallace in that sixth spot. Cofield, Cunningham, Lyon, Schott, Kurtz, Reese, 90s make up the rest of your field. Matt 90s down just one lap after that solo green flag pit fiasco. Alrighty, here we roll out of turn 4 onto the tri-oval. There is your 13 strong. You one of the best. We got the rest lined up to abreast. Green flag is out. We're back racing. Pretty tame restart. Holt and Nash walking together here pretty early. Mickey Isaac, Garrett Kinder. That is a super speedway juggernaut matchup with Brandon Wallace there close in tow. Three really good plate racers. Comes down with Kinder. Does not leave any room for Brandon Wallace. Brandon Wallace has Cofield pushing him. That is three super speedway kings. Michael Nash having trouble. What's going on? Oh, we have carnage. Steve McDonald junked. Andy Kurtz involved. Oh, no. Lucas Lyons involved. What happened? Let's take it back. Oh, contact from Lyons. And just chaos ensues. I'm not sure, maybe... God dang it, not far enough. See, there's a little bit of hemming and hawing and dancing. I think Lyons was expecting him to go back down when he came back up and didn't get checked up in time. And, yeah, then chaos ensued. Nash looks like he is done for the night, having to tow that machine. Matt Knighty's back on the lead lap. We'll see those guys involved, those stragglers, come down pit road, take what repairs they can, be it a fast repair or just take an optional to get that machine as smooth as possible so it slices through the air. Steve McDonald back there looking like having a lot of front end damage. We got Reese McDonald, Kurtz Lyons down pit road. Alrighty, we should be going lights off and racking and stacking them yet again. Chris Reese pitting 7 times tonight. That is it's a lot of trips down pit road. That's a lot of pit stops. He is keeping that tank full, I believe. Alrighty, here we go. Lights off. Isaac, Kinder, Cofield, Wallace, Schott, your top 5. Jeremiah Holt in that 6th spot. Chris Reese going down to try and murder a cone on live television. Here we go. Pace car will be pulling off in just a couple 100 yards. Pace car's off. Here we go, Green with 2 hands in the air. 10 laps remain. You guys are going to start getting antsy in their pantsy trying to get to that front row. Not much happening just yet. Mickey Isaac holding a real pretty wheel. Brandon Wallace dancing a little bit back there. That's a lot of Super Speedway Kings royalty. 3 of them there in that top 4. Garrett Kinder, also a prolific Super Speedway racer himself. Oh, we got another one around. Bubba Wallace getting hooked. Let's take a look at that. Let's slow it down here from Lucas Lyons. I don't believe that was McDonald's fault. Holt comes up just a touch, just barely touches McDonald, who turned for Dale's. Brandon Wallace, Lyons involved, Reese involved, Schott involved. And we'll send them back green with 5 to go. Garrett Kinder laying down a qualifying lap to catch the pace car. Granted, there is only 12 cars on the lead lap, and Brandon Wallace currently being scored in the 12th spot after that wreck. That is still a long road to hoe with 5 laps and this small of a field. There's not a whole lot of cars to build a whole lot of momentum and make moves. And I'm not 100% sure what Mr. Kinder is doing. Is he mowing the grass, cooling tires? I wonder if he knows that that trick doesn't work anymore. The road racers broke it. I'm not 100% sure what that was. All right, then. Looks like we still got a couple walking wounded out there. Jeremiah Holt got the left front fender pushed in there a little bit. Todd shot with some front end damage. Those cars are not going to be as fast as the rest of them. Everyone else looking pretty good. Michael Nash with a straight car. Matt Knighties looks like he parked it for the night. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going green with just one handful in the air from Barney the flagman. A couple walking wounded in the middle of the field. This should make things interesting. Shake it up a bit. Kinder's lawn service going to lead him to the green, followed by Jonathan Cofield to his outside. Andy Kurtz in that fourth spot. Mickey Isaac rolling in third. That is two teammates lined up nose to tail, racing out of that bandit camp. And then another one there in fifth. Here we go. Pace car pulls off in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Green flag with 5 laps remain. Cofield and Kurtz definitely going to work together. Garrett Kinder's got to rely on the 01 machine of Mickey Isaac. Cofield going to pull down and block any momentum from the 13. Lyons and Kurtz going to hook up. Down the backstretch they go. Back there we have Schott and Holt. Brandon Wallace getting pushed down below the O line there. Chris Reese going to line up and work with Brandon Wallace here as they start to lose the pack. We are nose to tail 2 by 2. We have 3 Bandits cars lined up. That's Kurtz, Cofield, and Lyons. Oh no, we have all 4 of them pretty much. As Dana Cunningham rocking, no, that's Dana Cunningham rocking an incredibly similar paint scheme. But I believe do have an affiliation with the Cofield crew. Bandits trying to control both lanes here. 4 to go, 3 laps remain. Garrett Kinder getting a little antsy in his pantsy. He's going to be looking to make a move here shortly. That may be splitting the middle and sending it 3 wide here. Waiting on the camera. There it is. There's still 2x2. 3 remain down the backstretch. 2.5 laps remain. 5 miles left in this race. Just kidding. 5 miles left in this race. Never was good at fractions. I apologize to my math teachers. We tried. Just 2 remain popsicle sticks in the air. Garrett Kinder looking to find a way around Jonathan Cofield, who's holding a reel pretty well. Mickey Isaac very close in tow. Oh, Andy Kurtz wiggles into the wall. No caution. Lucas Lyons may have gave the bad touch. That's going to open up the high side. It is a 3-car race here. Coming to the white flag, it is Kinder, Cofield, and Mickey Isaac. Lucas Lyons pretty far back, making a run, though. He should have enough momentum built up. Garrett Kinder saving the energy, looking to make a move either in 3 and 4 or the tri-oval. Down the back stretch they go. Lyons lined up with Wallace. Kinder pulls up. Oh, touch. We're wrecking. It is Cofield and Kinder. Kinder has the momentum on the high side, coming down to pinch Cofield. Onto the short chute they go. They touch again. At the flag, it belongs to the 13 of Garrett Kinder. What a race back to the line. That is the plate racing drama we all hope for. Jonathan Cofield second by just a hair. Brandon Wallace going to bring it in 3rd place. What a finish to that one. Mickey Isaac going to be scored in 4th. Daniel Cunningham coming in 5th place. But from 9 spots back to the front, number 13, Garrett Kinder pulls out another amazing plate race finish. Let's run that back. Little bad touch there from Lyons. Gets everybody wiggling. Little touch, little netcode touch. Brandon Wallace in there as well. That was a finish. Alrighty, let's pull up your race results. Garrett Kinder by 18 1/1000ths of a second over Jonathan Cofield. Brandon Wallace in 3rd. Let's start grabbing folks and talking to them for the interviews. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. Brandon Wallace, they're at the end, not quite close enough, but take us to that last lap.
It was a little chaos, and we knew there was going to be a big run coming, and they kind of all got checked up, and I had to run, and Kinder kind of threw a little block on me there at the end, so I had to just settle for third.
That was quite the run there. I believe it was at the caution before, 2 cautions before, where you were hooked and destroyed, just seeming out of nowhere. Came from the back to the front. Granted, it is only a 13-car field. That is still quite the feat for the small field size. Anything else notable to talk about in your race?
Oh man, these cars, even with the small fields, these cars are just fun. They're just a lot of fun. They draft well. You get the big runs, and so there's a lot of checking up and almost pushing and shoving when you can't push and shove type thing. So they're a lot of fun.
Alrighty, next week we head to Coda, and I got a pretty good idea on what you're going to tell me on your chances of this one, but go ahead and give it to me.
I am going to be out of town, so I am going to miss it. So yeah, my chances are the same.
Wow, build a
So that's
schedule
somebody else's
for
race. Yeah.
yeah, for your one of your worst tracks, you conveniently out of town.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens, man. It just happens. Yeah,
Weird
stranger
how that
things, right?
happens. Alrighty.
You've been having me around here long enough.
Yeah. I got your friends, family sponsors I thank before we get out of here.
I want to thank you for doing this up in the booth. We sure appreciate it these few weeks. And man, it's awesome I'm listening to the broadcast at the same time the race is going on. And obviously, Kinder had a great race. Want to congratulate him and Cofield. Everybody did a good job tonight. It was a good time.
Alrighty. That's third place finisher, Brandon Wallace. We'll go ahead and grab second place. We got second place at Jonathan Cofield. You got a copy?
Yeah, buddy, I got a copy.
That was quite the experience for you there. I believe you went back to the front, back to the front, back to the front, fast repair after fast repair, back to the front, and come up about a bumper short. Go ahead and take us through your race there.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. Was going to kind of just lay back and let everybody use up their fast repairs, but then I seen how many we had racing tonight, and I was like, and I seen that Bubba gave us 2 fast repairs, so I was like, heck, I'll get up there and do a little racing. But I still had a fast repair in the pocket. I only had to take one, so it was a fun race.
Go ahead and take us through what you saw through the windshield of that 58 machine there in that last lap. That was quite the show.
Yeah, I was trying to side draft Kinder there a little bit, and I was really paying attention on him. And then I seen Isaac have a big run coming, so kind of a late block. I thought I hit it earlier than that, but he got in my left rear. And then I just between trying to save it and bouncing off cars, I took blame for that last caution. But yeah, just trying to beat Kinder to the line there and throw the late block. Nothing anybody done. That was all me.
Alrighty, next week is Circuit of the Americas Coda. How you feeling about your chances there?
Looking to run second to Caustic, but it's a fun track. I've run some practice laps, and I think everybody enjoy it. Caustic's got a setup. I know a lot of people are scared of road courses, but Caustic's built a really good setup that you kind of got to baby the car. This thing's got 800-900 horsepower, but he's got it handling real good. So everybody ought to enjoy it. So y'all need to come on out and run Coda with us.
Alrighty, before we get out of here, got any friends, family, sponsors I'd like to thank?
Yeah, man, I want to thank you for jumping on doing the broadcast. All the admins in the league, everybody that sponsors the league, my teammates at Bandits, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Cofield Supply and Service. Congrats to Garrett Kinder and Brandon Wallace for top 3 there, and can't wait to come back next week.
Alrighty, we'll see you next week, same time, same place, same location.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we'll go ahead and talk to your winner, Mr. Garrett Kinder, showing up last second, not qualifying, coming from the back and winning by a bumper. Go ahead and take us through your race there, bud.
Yeah, man, these cars are fun. This group of guys, it's fun to race around them. They're all just pretty good dudes that I've raced around most of them for, a couple of years now. So I knew it would be good to get in there and have a good time. I was a little aggressive early and made a couple mistakes that hurt a couple guys. So decided to lay back and actually, play a little bit nice with people. But Man, it was fun. Super speedway racing. You're gonna have a bunch of carnage that happens. So best to keep your nose out of it as much as possible. Yeah, I got tied up in I think one or two of them. Wasn't the damage there wasn't ever too bad. Only took one set of tires that whole time, and it was that last pit stop because I knew I was probably going to be in a position where I was going to have to make some moves. Man, it was just fun, down there coming to the end. Cofield and I drag racing after a wreck behind us. Brandon had a huge run behind us, so having to play blocker and having to try, side draft Cofield enough where he couldn't pull a nose on me and then pull away from him and yet still block Brandon. So, just pretty good time. I guess I always say I hate super speedway racing, but I might kind of like it.
Yeah, you hate super speedway racing, but you always find your way there at the end to win it every time. I'll never get it.
It's a thing that has me scratching my head too, Alex. 100% of the time, I don't like. I mean, I don't. It's pack racing. You can't really pull away from anybody. You can't really have a dominant race where you got a 4-second gap on the field or anything. But normally the finish is within a 100th or so. Like tonight, I think it was 1800ths or something like that. So, man, but it's fun. Racing, door banging, especially coming to the line. Me and Cofield, we were playing chess games there, just trying to figure out who was going to have the run, when to pull away, and when to side draft. And yeah, we just came out on top, and it was a good time.
I may be a little bit biased, but I think the secret to that was the little grass mowing adventure you had there with Two to Green.
Well, I was trying to practice up for Tyler's Tuesday night thing, the UMP mods, just trying to get used to some counter steer down there in the grass. So, yeah, just having a good time with it. Like I said, man, I'm out here having fun. I'm not going to make every race. I'm not going to be racing for a championship. So whatever I can do to have the most fun while I'm out here doing this, that's what I'm going to do. And I had a good time tonight.
So next week is COTA. Are we going to see you for a back-to-back, or are you going to sit out the road course?
There are far more people in here that are far more proficient at road courses than I. I think I have more of a notoriety about me about finishing road courses with my car facing the wrong way. So I don't think we'll go back to back, especially on the wins. Dad, I'll talk to you next week because, man, me and road courses, we have fun. I'll roast the back tires off of them all the time, but probably not going to win it.
All righty. Before we get out of here, got any friends, family, sponsors I have to thank before we get out of here?
Yeah, man, thank you up in the booth, V-Speed Racing Network. Like going back and watch these broadcasts. This will be a pretty good one to go back and watch. I feel like the on-track product was pretty good. There was a little bit of carnage, but a lot of good racing out there. Kinder Farm and Ranch Ratchet Speed Shop, just phenomenal support since day one. Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers if you want to keep your stuff hot and keep your stuff cold for cheaper and longer than anybody else. Make sure you check out Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers at bigfrig.com. Teammates, Reaper Racing, we've all fallen apart. Brandon's still flying the flag, which I'm super stoked about. Had to throw a big block on my teammate, but man, it was fun. All my short tracking guys over at Velocity. Wonderful fiance for letting me do this kind of stuff during my free time and have a good time with it.
Alrighty, well, it's I think we might have a chance to talk to you at least in third next week. That's all I got for you.
I wouldn't hold your breath, buddy.
Alrighty.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. Alrighty, that's all I got for y'all tonight. That was just enough chaos and anarchy to keep it interesting. Next week we head to COTA. Might have to charge a little extra for the broadcast because I'm 90% certain I have to buy COTA. But till then, as a wise man once said, Seacrest out.